Hello, dear Sagittarius. I'm Jamie Dawn, your revolutionary astrologer, bringing you your July 2021 horoscope. Let's jump into it. We've had Mercury now direct. It's not out of shadow yet, but it is direct. And so some clarity and some decisions and conversations, connections should have started already. Mercury will be out of shadow on July 8th. We'll get to that in just a moment, but that is going to give, hopefully, a good indication of what July can bring for you, which is all about connection, fighting for beliefs, as well as how you organize your thoughts and communication that maybe the month of June tested you, put you through the ringers. Now you're ready to be seen and heard as the authority in a particular area of your life. The reason I'm pointing to that, we've got Mars in your ninth house opposing Saturn in your third. The ninth house has to do with your belief system, your ideas of God, the abstract mind, the way in which you are able to experience life on a grander scale. And it helps to shape and form the belief systems that then drive the behaviors. Saturn being in your third house has to do with your learning style, your connection in community. It has a lot to do with the way in which you are just learning for the sake and pleasure of learning. And Saturn being there is also probably restricting the way in which you're able to communicate what you're learning. Now, the gift of Saturn being in that third house is that restriction means most likely, even if it feels as though you've got a clamp on your throat, that here we can have Mars in that ninth house being assertive and fighting for it, that you may get the opportunity to organize your thoughts. Saturn likes to stay organized. It likes to have structure. And so you can use this time at the beginning of July to take everything that you've experienced and learned over the last several months, years, whatever, and put it into a structured form so that when Mars is really activating this ninth house, you're able to stand on that stage, that platform, whatever it might be, use your voice to fight for what you believe in. And this can also have you fighting maybe for other people that need a voice as well. I like to remind myself, as well as all of you, that we have experiences in life so that we can relate to someone else who goes through it. We can be able to say, not only do I understand intellectually what you're going through, but I can sympathize and empathize because I've been through it. I've been where you are. And I sense that the first week of July, we've got Mars squaring off with Uranus, your ninth and sixth house. And then we've got the sun squaring off with Chiron. That's in your eighth and fifth house. That this whole first week of July is going to have you really looking at the issues that have created some consternation or have created some worries or fears because of Saturn sitting there in that third house, may have stirred up your fear that you're not able to communicate what you want, or maybe you can't learn or grow the way that you're wanting to. Here we've got some pressure points coming with Mars in that ninth house, hopefully activating believing in yourself, believing in your skills. That's that sixth house. What are the things that you do really well? And finding a way to bring them together so that then July 4th, sun squaring off with Chiron, you're able to help others heal because you have found a way to communicate, to learn, to grow, to teach others in a very pleasurable, fun way. This also is an opportunity this first week of July to be able, if you're not sharing with others and you're not really communicating with others, that you're able to go deeper into yourself and reorganize some of the things about you that needs to be strengthened so that when you're ready to really connect, to really find great pleasure in that connection with others, that you feel confident, you feel like that expert or authority, if you will. And what makes you the expert or the authority? You've been through the experiences. This first week of July can also challenge you when it comes to using resources from others. It may be that in order for you to believe in something greater than yourself, you need the resources or the information in which that supports it, and you may need to work really hard to get it. The really nice thing about Uranus here is that I sense there could be some sudden movement, some sudden information, something that shows up out of the blue, because Uranus is the great awakener in the sixth house, that mixes up your daily routine, that allows you to be able to go, oh, here's a new habit that I want to put in place that can support the belief system that I now have. And I didn't have that information before, but now I do, that I can use it as a way to not only help myself, but help someone else. We have a new moon in Cancer on July 9th. That is in your eighth house. Most likely, you should get some piece of information, some set of new experience, new intentions about how you can fight and blend with others' resources. And when I say fight, I just mean that on a more of a concrete level, where you're able to say, I now have this inheritance. I inherited something from my parents. I'm not talking about just money. We're talking about maybe it's gifts. Maybe it's that intuitive gift in that eighth house. And with Cancer, your intuition is at an all-time active high. Mercury is officially out of shadow, most likely giving you that extra boost of intuitive need, of intuitive force, if you will, that then gives you the ability to stand and speak to what it is that you know is true, what you know is the authentic self, and it allows you possibly to nurture and care for the inheritance that you are getting. So this could be that you step into a new role with your work where you are now inheriting somebody else's role because they left. It could be that you're inheriting money, and it may also be that you're inheriting this gift, if you will, where it strengthens your intuition, and that now you're going to be asked to use it as an opportunity for good. And we have Mercury entering your eighth house in Cancer, trining Jupiter retrograde in Pisces on the 11th. So your eighth and fourth house are going to be in this harmonious trine aspect, as well as offering you the ability to be able to nurture and care for those people and those things that feel like home for you. I sense that, Sag, this is going to be a great time for communicating why you love the people you love, why you love yourself, doing some great healing and compassion for yourself. This is the time, too, where I sense that, again, more information flows in for your private life that allows you to be able to strengthen not just your intuitive abilities, but also your mental ability. If you are needing to heal because you've had some really rough experiences, this month of July gives you that opportunity to do it with those that you partner with, those that support you, and that help you feel really good. If you are in an industry that needs a healer, that needs somebody who can ferret out information, that maybe needs to go deeper into a greater mystery, can't quite figure some things out, this is a time where you're going to be that go-to person. And that you may find yourself extremely busy during the month of July, gathering information and forming it together. It may be behind the scenes a little bit. And then here comes July 13th, Venus and Mars will canoodle in Leo in that ninth house, further energizing that platform and that sharing of a belief that you may have, ready to make you shout it out on the mountaintop and share it with others. The cosmic lovers come together, and if you're single, you may attract a new relationship that shares the belief systems that you have. And they may also be really attracted to the way in which you communicate your ideas and feelings and all of that, and that they also just see you in the spotlight of being so intelligent and so this freedom loving Sag that you are, that you're able to go on an adventure, not only literally, but also in the mind. And that's just super sexy. I would imagine too that if you are Sag who wants to go long distance and wants to travel, this is also a great time for those kinds of vacations, maybe making those plans so that you can go. I also get that this is a time where you will find this push and pull, the sexual tension, if you will, with Venus and Mars here, that helps to create a stronger bond between you and your beloved if you're in a partnered relationship, that you guys can mix it up and say, what do you do really well? This is what I do really well. If you've lacked some confidence in the structure or the strength of your relationship, this is a time that you may find yourselves going, let's just have some fun. Things should start to feel lighter if they felt a little heavier. It also has a beautiful opportunity to bring in some more truth, some more information that can help your cause that you may be fighting for. The sun is still in Cancer on July 15th when it trines Neptune. This is your 8th and 4th house, making a very sweet, compassionate, healing time, making it a time where you and your beloved may want to retreat together, or if you're not partnered with somebody, you may grab your closest friends or family, people that energize you and give you great strength. And you guys may just run away and enjoy some time by the water, out in the sunlight, and just being together. And really, it should be a really feel-good kind of time. And if you're looking to make some sort of improvement, let's say in your home life, this is also a beautiful time to start that project or to have a party or show off the things that you've been doing in your home. July 22nd, sun moves into Leo, so that's going to activate that 9th house even more, which is the natural ruler for, or the natural house, if you will, for Sagittarius. So it should feel right at home. The sun loves being in Leo. It is exalted. It's the home sign. And so it's going to further energize this 9th house on July 22nd. Venus will move into Virgo in your 10th house. And so what that may do is that your belief systems and the things that you have been fighting for and really putting yourself out there now with Venus moving into Virgo can attract opportunities in your reputation, in your vocation, to be able to say, okay, guys, this is what we need to improve on. This is why we need to improve upon it. And in order, yes, we're really good, but we can do it better. And so you have a chance to be able to shine and be and attract to you opportunities to be able to improve on the things that you feel need to be shored up, or it needs to be strengthened, if you will. And you may also find that you become this person of leadership through great service. And so even though you have this ability to be able to stand out and share what it is that you want to share, you may also find that people come to you because they feel that what you're sharing is of service to them. It's inspirational to them. It gives them a chance to feel as though they can be a better version of themselves. We have an Aquarius full moon on July 24th. That enters your 3rd house, and that also activates a Mercury trining Neptune in your 8th and 4th house. Again, this Aquarius full moon feels to me as though there's something in your life, an idea, a restriction, because Saturn's been sitting here, that you get to finally let go of. Now, granted, the moon near Saturn can make it for a very melancholy kind of feeling. And with it being in your 3rd house, watch those negative thought patterns. But with it being a full moon, I would venture to say that this could have you letting go of that belief that life is hard and that you're not going to get what you want and all of that. But this full moon could trigger some fears and worries and insecurities that may pop up for you in order for you to say, wait a minute, what is it that I truly believe in? Mercury trining Neptune should give you a reason, and it may happen behind the scenes kind of quietly. You get information in that gives you a reason to believe in love, believe in life, believe that good things do happen. We have to work hard for them, but we don't get easy. Life doesn't get easier. We just get stronger. Now, July 28th, we have Mercury moving into Leo, further activating this 9th house, Jupiter retrograding back into Aquarius in that 3rd house, having you revisit, expanding and revisiting 3rd house issues. So more on that communication. However, and the learning piece. However, what I will say is that it feels to me as though Jupiter being in this 3rd house can bless, because Jupiter, your ruler, can bless you to finally have that voice, that now you've gathered all this information, you've had these experiences, you are great service to others, and you have the wherewithal, you have the confidence to be able to share what it is that you not only believe in, but facts, truth, things that are that maybe were elusive before now start to show up as concrete facts, and you have the support of others. You also have the support of something greater than yourself. Whatever belief system you hold around that, energize it. You'll find that even if, how do I say this? I think the best way I want to say this is there's always something unseen flowing through us. And when we can work with what we know and allow the unknown to just flow unblocked, uninhibited, all of a sudden things just work for us. So I offer that to you, Sag. Let things just work for you. Sit back, relax, trust, take the actions that line up with your values, and then let the universe do the rest. Mars enters Virgo July 30th in your 10th house, giving you one more reason to say, here's the issue. Here, it's going to be pretty public, if you will. When I say public, it's relative to where you live, your community, who you connect with. But I venture to say that around the end of July into August, you will be standing up and fighting in public for something that needs to be improved upon, a way in which we may be of greater service. It could be you're in the service industry and you're fighting for this improvement. Now that we're back to travel, now that we're back to going back to office building, things like that, this is what we need in order to be of greater service to each other, to the employees, that sort of thing. This also can have you feeling more nervous than usual. Virgo has a tendency to get very critical with Mars here. That critical mind is valuable if you're finding solutions, but it can also activate and create worries and fears and criticism, negativity that may not be of service to you. So do watch for that. Remember that it's good for you to mix things up and to question things, but at the same time, try not to go too deep into that negative space, because you could get caught there and then analysis paralysis kicks in and no decisions get made. But we can talk more about that in August. For now, use this month of July to be energized. I would venture to say that for the first half of the month, you're going to be working pretty hard. You're going to be gathering more information, having more experiences. Don't dismiss the little things. Trust your intuition. Watch how that intuition gets really active. And if you can't hear or listen to your intuition, take time out. That's the best way. If you can disconnect from all the noise and distractions, because that's the other thing with that 9th and 3rd house active for you, just being distracted is going to be pretty easy, but it also can take you away from trusting that deeper nature, that intuitive part of you. So please make sure that you find that balance between how much you're doing and how much you're being. All right, Sag, I certainly hope that this helps. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, and I look forward to hearing how it goes. Find me at jamiedawn.com and have a great month.